Few events here at Lake Point Sports come with the prestige or the eyeballs, for that matter, than a National Program Invitational. It's draft prospects, elite players from across the country, all showing out for hordes of scouts. So what better place to start as we look back at the best of 2024 here from the Lake Point Sports Baseball Village with our Game Rewinds. I'm Cory McCartney, joined by Grayson Rosen, as we'll have a game for you between Excel Blue Wave National and USA Prime American from the 16U bracket play. These teams simply loaded, 5 so far anyway, committed players, 11 combined feature gamers, and a game, Grayson, that lived up to the talent.
Yeah, these aren't just the best players in the nation, but these are also two perennial programs that we see here a lot. Excel Blue Wave puts together some of the best players from all around Alabama. USA Prime American, they've got a team in this game that has got players from every corner of the country, so a lot to see in this matchup.
So let's take a look at these lineups and how these two teams will roll out today. Excel Blue Wave National will lead off with shortstop Mason Elam, followed by second baseman Rice Jones. Center fielder Cross Tonsmeyer will hit third. Jalen Crocker, the catcher, hitting fourth. Bryce Rivers, the third baseman, hitting fifth. Hitting sixth is right fielder Carter Perry. Brian Martin, the left fielder, will hit left. Gavin Smith, first baseman, hitting eighth. Cooper Pennington, the DH, hitting ninth. And Hudson Robbins, the extra hitter, hitting 10th. Evan Malone, the righty, will be on the mound. For USA Prime American, leading off with second baseman Brody Wellborn, followed by shortstop Gavin Michaels. Then it's third baseman Caleb Trugman, first baseman Jew Patino, Braylon Montgomery, the center fielder, hitting fifth, Gabriel LaRoque, the catcher, hitting sixth, Ollie Tinglehoff, the right fielder, hitting seventh, Andrew Beaverson, DH, hitting eighth, Jackson Gilbert hitting ninth and playing left field, and on the mound will be lefty Silas Brooks. So let's hit the baseball village for this week's Game Rewind. Again, we will see Silas Brooks on the mound to start things off for USA Prime American. We will see Mason Elam, Rice Jones, and Cross Tonsmeyer. A little bit of intel for you on Silas Brooks, 6 foot, 170-pounder, Providence Christian Academy here in Georgia. He's the 54th ranked outfielder in Georgia, 218 overall, but we're going to see how he gets down on the mound. Fires that one. Fastball at 83 for ball one.
And I'm always interested to see how a lineup reacts when you see the left-handed pitcher on the mound. Though it's very common to see them, some guys just simply don't see it as well as others, and we have to see how a lineup adapts to facing a left-handed pitcher, knowing that it's going to come in a little bit different than maybe what you're used to.
Another fastball misses. He's facing off against Mason Elam out of Northridge High School in Alabama. This Excel Blue Wave team, pretty much all Alabama players coming out of this group, but we see them here consistently at Lake Point Sports. Another miss inside. It's now 3-0. Elam, the 11th ranked shortstop in Alabama, 41st overall in the class, kick and fly, 6.84 in the 60. It was a 3-0. Got the strike in the outside corner. Elam was on his way down to first base, but this AB will continue.
Yeah, maybe not his favorite call to start the day, but yeah, we'll see. He wants to get those wheels moving, so maybe he'll put some bat on ball and make something happen here with his legs.
Comes the 3-1 from Brooks. Sends this one into play. That's skied on the run. Second baseman calls off the first baseman for the first out.
Yeah, good work by Brody Wellborn to call off his first baseman. He had the better opportunity and the better glove for catching that pop-up.
So now we'll see Rice Jones out of Spain Park, Alabama, 13th ranked shortstop in Alabama, 57th overall, 2022 junior feature gamer. He's got exit velos around 93.4, bat speed of 71.3.
Yeah, definitely looking to see some pop out of this bat. Like you mentioned, that 93.4 exit velo, certainly something to look for every time he steps to the plate.
Yeah, we saw Brooks kind of get bailed out a little bit there in that first AB by Elam on the 3-1. He's having a bit of a trouble consistently finding the strike zone, but he delivers a strike there to make it 1-1. That one coming in at 81. Got Cross Tonsmeyer in the on-deck circle for Excel. Rips that one foul. You can see the crowd behind. This obviously, as we mentioned, National Program Invitational, the beginning of June, really one of the premier events that we have here all summer long. And another miss from Brooks. I mean, this event in particular, I know we spent a lot of time going into this one. We got an opportunity to see Ethan Holiday for really the last time here at Lake Point Sports for this event. Opportunity for so many college coaches to get a look at some of the real high-level players. You know, some of these guys come back for, 16U, 17U national championships, but this is just a crown jewel for prep baseball, and there are, scouts everywhere for this one. And this event in particular, just one of those ones guys absolutely have to circle.
Yeah, and it's also kind of the beginning. That was a great pitch right there for the strikeout by Silas Jones, but Silas Brooks, rather. But, yeah, NPI is definitely a great opportunity for all these college scouts to come out and see a lot of these guys. We have the 15, 16, and 17U divisions in this tournament, so you get to see all these guys at all these different levels. And as well, for the 16U guys, it's a great chance to get your eyes on potentially a future games invite.
Cross Tonsmeyer pops up the first pitch. First baseman Cam's underneath it in the 2024 feature gamer. He'll go there in just a few short weeks, goes down with a pop out. So we're through half an inning. We'll be right back with more of our Game Rewind from the National Program Invitational. Back here with our Game Rewind and get our first look at Evan Malone on the mound for Excel Blue Wave on his way to becoming an Alabama commit. Also was featured at the 2024 Future Games. Did a piece on Evan on our Road to the Future Games series. This right-hander out of Northridge, fastball up to 92. He's going to be facing off against Brody Wellborn, Gavin Michaels, and Caleb Trugman. Swing and a miss there for Wellborn to start off this AB.
A big thing that jumps off the page for Evan Malone, he's going to light up the radar gun. He maxes out on his profile 92 miles per hour. Seeing a 90-mile-per-hour fastball right there. But, he's also a bit of a two-way. He's a right-handed pitcher and an outfielder. He is the number 2 right-handed pitcher in Alabama for the class of 2025 or 2026. But also with the bat in his hands, 92.9 exit velo for him.
He also nationally ranked 122 at his position. He's got a 1-1 count, 0-2 count right here to Wellborn. Swing and a miss, and Wellborn goes down on strikes. And one thing with Malone, I tell you, the spin rates just jump off the board. 2,100 off the fastball, 2,200 off the curve, 2,000 off the slider. So this is a guy, we talk about spin wins. Evan Malone certainly delivers there. And that gives way to Gavin Michaels. Michaels, Cincinnati commit at a Normal Community High School in Illinois. Another 2024 future gamer. Well, drops that in for a strike.
Yeah, when I was taking the notes on this game, I had to look up Normal, Illinois. That is maybe the most interesting name I've heard, despite the fact that it is Normal. It's an interesting name for a city in Illinois.
That's right. Get Erie, Indiana, Normal, Illinois. 1-1's now the count to Michaels. Sends this one in play. It's got him on the run.
Is caught.
That was a pop out for the second out. Occasionally, these AI cameras do not do their job, and we do not get to see some of those pop-ups along foul territory and some of the hot shots to first and third. But Michaels does go out with the pop out, and now we're going to get a look at Caleb Trugman. Trugman, a UC Santa Barbara commit from Ruben S. Ayala High School in California. That's in for a strike. 9th-ranked third baseman in the nation, 136 overall in the class. Another guy who was on his way to the 2024 Feature Gamers in late July. Oh, just misses there with the breaking ball. We've seen him go all the way from 90 down to 71 off the breaking ball.
Yeah, definitely a huge change in velocity that you see, and it's one of the big things that makes him so effective out on the mound.
It's got a 2-1 count against Trugman. Sends that back foul. That one was 89. Yeah, Trugman with exit velos around 94.7, bat speed around 73.4. He also gets on the mound and tops out at almost 90 himself. He's playing third base today for USA Prime American.
And you can get the ball across the infield, too. 88 infield velocity for him.
So that miss is going to run the count full. Malone's gone strikeout, pop out here in the bottom of the first. It's the payoff pitch to Trugman. Gets him on the outside corner. Another strikeout for future Alabama commit Evan Malone. We are through one scoreless inning in our game rewind here from the National Program Invitational. We'll be right back with more action.
Next. Next. Stop.
You got it?
No. Keep going.
Again.
Next. Next.
If you don't pick one,
Oh, you have time. Am I keeping you from your job? Next. I don't even know where I am anymore. Stop.
do we finally have it?
Let's go back to the beginning.
Are you
Your
joking?
electric future customized. The fully electric Audi Q4 e-tron.
Making every second count. That is how I live. And this is how I hydrate. Body Armor Sport Water. Water for the athlete and all of us.
This is ready to go online. Any questions?
Yeah, I got one. How about the best network imaginable? Let's invent that.
That's what we do here.
Quick survey. Who wants their internet to work pretty much everywhere?
And it needs to run smooth, like super smooth.
Hey, should you be drinking that?
It's decaf. Because we're busy women.
We don't have time for lag or buffering. Who doesn't want internet that helps AI do your homework even faster?
Come again?
Sorry, what was that?
Introducing the next generation 10G network, only from Xfinity. The future starts now.
On to the second inning, and we're going to see Jalen Crocker, Bryce Rivers, and Carter Perry at the plate this inning for Excel Blue Wave. Silas Brooks continues on the mound, still looking for our first hit in this action. Crocker holds off, but that is in for a strike.
This is a part of the lineup that you've got to pick your pitches very wisely with. These guys definitely have got pop. Jalen Crocker, max exit velo 97.2, and then you have Bryce Rivers coming up after him with a 98 exit velo. So definitely choose wisely for Silas Brooks.
Yes, 6 members of this Excel Blue Wave team on their way to the feature games or having been past junior feature gamers. Crocker among them. He's going down on strikes. Silas Brooks just standing tall on the mound right now, looking like he's found his groove. Maybe early in this outing he was struggling to hit the zone, but he is certainly doing so right now. The Providence Christian 2026. Now here's Bryce Rivers. Rivers jumps on the first pitch, sends that one deep into center field. Got him on the run. That's over top of his head. Bryce Rivers on his way into second base. Is he going to hold there? He will indeed. Nice job jumping on that pitch from Bryce Rivers. Mobile Christian You talk about a guy who's been at Lake Point time and time again.
Yeah.
2020 junior feature games, 2021 junior feature games, 2022 junior feature games, and he comes back at the end of July for the actual feature games. Someone committed. I did an interview with Bryce during the summer of 2023. That kid, it does not lack for confidence.
That's what you like to see. That's a big part of your game. It really, any level, is confidence. And to see a young player with so much confidence is definitely reassuring for his future.
So Carter Perry out of Pell City High School at the plate. He jumps on first pitch as well. Second baseman's got it. Throw over to first in time, but Rivers does advance to third.
Definitely a great opportunity here for Excel Blue Wave. Yes, they have 2 outs right now, but you've got a lineup up and down that can hit the ball, and this is, an early chance that is going to be hard to come by in these games.
Brian Martin at the plate out of St. Paul Episcopal in Alabama, 2022 junior feature gamer. Runs a 6.4 260.
I'm thinking ground ball. You might want to go home with this one, even with 2 outs, because that 6.4 260 is staring you down.
Yeah, he's the third-ranked second baseman in Alabama, 53rd overall in the class of 2026, 5'8", 140-pounder. Comes the 0-1 from Brooks. Shows bunt, but that's going foul.
That's how you know a guy has confidence in his speed. A 2-out bunt to try and score a run from third. And he was bunting down first.
Yep. Yeah, he was trying to create that lane for Rivers to get home for the game's first run. Rivers delivering the first hit of the action. Comes the 1-1 from Brooks. Puts that into play to the second baseman, into his glove, and that will end the Excel Blue Wave threat. We'll be back with more. We're through 1.5 in our game rewind from the National Program Invitational.
Where is it written, only grill burgers? Nowhere. That's where. Now throw on some sausage and keep it juicy.
Boogie, woogie, jam, slam, bust the dialect. I'm the man in command. Come, flow with the sounds of the mighty mic.
On to the bottom of the second inning, USA Prime American will roll out Jude Patino, Braylon Montgomery, and Gabriel LaRoque against Evan Malone in our game rewind from the National Program Invitational. Jude Patino from Sonia Sotomayor. Sonia Sotomayor. So, man, it's a tongue twister. Sonia Sotomayor out of Texas, 2026, 5'11", 190-pounder.
I know that she has some kind of historical significance because I remember her name from history classes in high school, but I don't know her significance.
Well, here doing a disservice to the state of Texas as we bring Jude Patino to the plate. We should have did our homework there.
I knew the pronunciation.
Okay, you did. But I've got it now, Sonia Sotomayor.
There you go.
And Jude Patino hails from there, 190-pound, 5'11" righty. Alone with a miss. To say be alone, he's gone from 90 to 73. Future Alabama commit delivers, rips that one down the left side. That's into the outfield for a base hit. So Jude Patino coming through with the first hit for USA Prime American. Answering that double from Bryce Rivers in the top of the inning. So we go from Jude Patino to Braylon Montgomery.
This is the guy to look out for in this lineup, in my opinion. Oklahoma commit. He's the number 6 player in the state of Louisiana, number 2 outfielder, 102.5 exit velocity, and you pair that with a 6'6", 360, you just kind of got to avoid Braylon Montgomery at all costs.
Yeah, nothing better than that mix of power and speed in this 2024 future gamer for the state of Louisiana out of Walker High School. Most certainly has that. First pitch just misses inside.
Looks like Malone just kind of getting a little bit messy here with these 2 at-bats. 2 balls that were a little bit errant in that at-bat against Patino, and then he gives up the hit, and now opening up with a ball that was quite a bit inside.
Real upright starting position for Montgomery, 6'4", 197-pounder. Doesn't matter how you start, it matters how you get there. Braylon Montgomery can certainly get there. Their miss at 88 from Malone. Gone fastball against Montgomery. Goes fastball again, and he misses. It's now 3-0. Got Giuppetino at first base off the single in the left field. The 3-0 from Malone. And another miss high, so Montgomery will walk. So we'll have 2 on with nobody out here in the top of the second. And that's going to give way to Gabriel LaRoque. LaRoque from St. Charles College High School in Ontario. Top-ranked catcher in Ontario, 5th overall in the class. He would be back as part of Team Canada in late July for the feature games. Was also a junior feature gamer in 23 and 22. Man, the pop time on this kid, 178, 83 catcher velo. This is a special player behind the plate at 5'10", 159. And he's got exit velos around 97 and bat speed of 82.5. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm excited to see when he makes a commitment sometime soon. I'm sure he will be with those kind of numbers.
Yeah. Gabriel LaRoque is going to make some program happy with the commitment that they get from this Ontario catcher.
I think some of those Canada players, they get a little bit underrated just because the scouting networks aren't as robust when you go over the northern border, but definitely still got quite a few talented players.
Yeah, it's been interesting over the years to talk to so many of them, too, that have to come down here for long stretches. They'll bounce between Georgia, Florida, maybe head on over to Texas for some of these bigger events just to get themselves out there. They just don't get that opportunity throughout the summer to really be looked at, so they have to go to where the action is, opposed to, kids from here in Metro Atlanta or Florida, Texas, California, where the scouts are just so plentiful. These guys have got to get out their name out there, even when you've got metrics like LaRoque has.
Let's see what he's got to give Evan Malone.
He skies that one. Right fielder camps underneath it. He's got it. Runners will stay put. So that's going to be the first out of the inning, and that'll give way to Ollie Tinglehoff from Jackson County High School here in Georgia. 6'1", 185 lefty. We were talking about this during the commercial break. So many of these teams that we see during MPI, it's just littered with committed players, littered with guys who are ranked in their state, 8 players ranked in their respective states on this USA Prime American team, and that one gets away from the catcher, and both runners will advance. But you look at a player like Jude Patino, and you look at Ollie Tinglehoff, guys who don't have a state ranking, you kind of wonder what eyes were open from this team. Did they find themselves a diamond in the rough to get this guy onto their roster? So I think you as much as you get excited about those ranked players, the guys who aren't ranked, they almost kind of pique your interest just trying to figure out how they ended up on this roster. Yeah,
you almost wonder if maybe they just live in an area where they're not able to, get too many eyes on them. I know, there is some dead spots in some of these states where simply just the scouts can't get there.
Yeah.
And they won't really get to see you on display. So to get out to a tournament like NPI or anything and get an opportunity to play on such a high-level team is a huge opportunity for a lot of these players.
Another miss to Tinglehoff. Got Andrew Beaverson in the on-deck circle for USA Prime American. 2 runners on, 1 out. Another miss in the outside corner. Composed AB so far from the Jackson County 2026. One right down the middle to bring the count to 3-1. Malone delivers, and he will walk Tinglehoff, and that'll bring up Andrew Beaverson with the bases loaded.
Yeah, this inning's just been a little bit off for Evan Malone. Just seems like he's all around the zone. He hasn't really lost too many. He had the one go to the backstop, but it just seems like he's just barely a tick off on his placement, and that's why he's got bases loaded right now.
This is Andrew Beaverson from Hazel Green High School in Alabama. Primarily a right-handed pitcher, 31st ranked righty in the state of Alabama, 91st overall. Exit velos, though, at 98.9, bat speed of 76.6, so definitely two-way potential here for Beaverson. We'll see what he can do with the bases loaded. He's got a 1-0 count. Jumps on the second pitch, rips that into right field. Here comes one run. Montgomery on his way home as well, and he will score. Andrew Beaverson coming through with a 2-run single to get USA Prime American on the board.
We didn't get a chance to see Braylon Montgomery put the power on display after the walk, but certainly put the speed on display, scoring from second right there.
So Andrew Beaverson comes through, and USA Prime Americans got themselves a lead, and now we'll get our first look at Jackson Gilbert. Gilbert from Avondale High School in Michigan. He would be part of Michigan's future game team in July. Primarily a right-handed pitcher. See what he can do at the plate here. Malone gets the call on the outside. Just one out. We've seen Andrew Beaverson come through with a 2-run single to give USA Prime American the edge here in the bottom of the top of the second inning. Gilbert swings through that. Pretty nasty breaking ball there from Evan Malone.
Yeah. Actually, I think that was just pure heat that he gave to him right there. And just, I think.
It just has some dive to it.
Yeah,
it's listed at 88.
I think Gilbert just had his eyes set on the inside.
Malone's got him in an 0-2 hole. Swings through the high heat. That coming through at 87. Evan Malone's got himself another strikeout as he gets Jackson Gilbert. Now he's going to get the top of the order again, and here is Brody Wellborn.
That's the at-bat you're looking for from Evan Malone. He was just, stuck to the fastball all the way through and just threw 3 great pitches that all changed eye level each time.
Goes back to the high fastball, but he misses at 88. And Wellborn steps out. Can USA Prime American have a 2-0 lead? That coming off the bat of Andrew Beaverson. Runner taking off for second. The throw is going to be a little bit high. It's pulling him off. Here comes another run scoring for USA Prime American. Now up 3-0 here in the second.
Yeah, and that third run is ever important when you're in an inning like this. It seemed like, they were obviously rolling, but you want to keep tagging them on every single time you can. And that one, an unfortunate miscue there for Excel, but great work by USA Prime to capitalize.
Wellborn still has a runner in scoring position and build on this lead. It's a miss from Malone. Should Wellborn get on, we'll see Gavin Michaels. Work his way out of the way of that one, and the count is now going to be 2-1. Three 3-0 lead for USA Prime American, 2 down in the inning. Rips that one to the shortstop, gathers it at the edge of the turf, throws to first in time for the inning-ending out. But USA Prime American has jumped out to a 3-0 lead. We'll be back with more of our Game Rewind.
At Academy Sports and Outdoors, you'll always find more fun with great brands at the best prices. More of this, and this. So you can get together for a little of that, and a lot more of that. And even some of that, and that's good. Have more fun with great brands at the best prices. Only at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
A 3-0 lead for USA Prime American as we continue in this game rewind from the National Program Invitational. See Gavin Smith, Cooper Pennington, and Hudson Robbins at the plate for Excel Blue Wave. Silas Brooks with a fastball at 80. Misses with another fastball. That one at 81. The count's now 2-0.
I'm interested to see how USA Prime looks out in the field and on the mound after going up 3-0. It's a difficult spot to pitch with a 3-run lead early in a game. You know, some people might say it would make them more comfortable, but sometimes a pitcher just subconsciously is out there thinking, okay, well, now I have to hold on to this, and I have to hold up my end of the bargain.
Gavin Smith, the Southern Miss commit with a defensive deflective swing, I guess you could say there, to send that one foul. Now going to have a 3-1 count.
Smith's another guy that could jump on something, a 98.8 exit velocity for the second-ranked first baseman in Alabama.
Well, he does jump on this one, rips that into right field. That's on its way all the way back to the fence and will jump over top of it for a ground rule double. So Gavin Smith delivers the 6-foot, 236-pounder out of Vestavia High School. Again, Southern Miss commit, second-ranked first baseman in Alabama, 20th overall, and he delivers with a double for Excel Blue Wave. Start things off here in the third.
I think he might have even had the triple if it didn't get over the wall.
Yep, yeah. And here's Cooper Pennington. Pennington, Shelby County High School. He's primarily a right-handed pitcher, 13th ranked righty in Alabama, 34th overall, but DHing today for Excel. Swings through the first pitch. That one at 80 miles an hour on the swing and miss.
Pennington, another guy down here at the bottom of the lineup that certainly has some power upside with 98.8 exit velo on his profile.
Sends a second pitch foul. He was a 2022 junior feature gamer, a 24 feature gamer. He's got a chance to eat into this USA Prime American lead. Ooh, just misses. No, indeed, he gets the strikeout. Nice job by Brooks there. I think he had Pennington, thought for sure that was going to be a ball, but no, it was strike looking and a strike out for Silas Brooks.
Yeah, that was some beautiful movement to bring it. It almost looked like it was going to hit him in the knees and then bring it in, just barely catch the inside of the zone for the strikeout.
So one down for Hudson Robbins from Saraland High School, Alabama. State's sixth-ranked catcher swings through the first pitch for a strike. That was at 82. Robbins' exit velo 95.8. Also pop times at 190. Swings through another count now very quickly. 0-2 off two swing and misses.
Looks like our umpire's getting some fresh baseballs.
Giving Silas Brooks a chance to stretch it out here. So he gave up the leadoff ground rule double to Smith, struck out Pennington, and now he's got an 0-2 count on Robbins. 3 straight fastballs, and he gets it on the outside corner. Strike looking, strike out for Silas Brooks of Robbins. Nice job, back-to-back Ks after that leadoff ground rule double.
Yeah, Silas Brooks is really settled in right now and making some great pitches.
Now we're back to Mason Elam in the top of the order for Excel. Another fastball, he misses inside at 80. Just one breaking ball that he's thrown in this inning, and that was the ball that Gavin Smith put over top of the wall for a ground rule double. So he goes back to the fastball again against Elam.
Seems like Brooks, he knows exactly what's working. One breaking ball put the man on second base and done a great job to slow things down since.
He's got a 2-0 count against Elam. Rips that one into the gap in left field. That's got him on the run all the way back to the wall. Here comes Smith to score. Elam standing on second base. A second double for Excel Blue Wave, and that's got them on the board. We've got a 3-1 ball game.
This is great work by Excel Blue Wave, jumping on the few opportunities you're getting in these innings to just make things happen, and you get back a very valuable run here early in this game.
Here's Rice Jones, Spain Park. He's got a runner at second as he trades places with Gavin Smith. Shows bunt. That one's going back foul. Oh, no, excuse me. That was just he pulled it back in time, so the runner will advance to third.
I think that bunt just kind of messed up the catcher's view on the pitch and just full out missed it.
So Mason Elam now standing at third base. 3-1 game with Excel Blue Wave getting one back here in the third. One owes the count to Jones. Misses low to run it to 2-0. Another fastball from Brooks, who has been relying on that pitch. Again, after giving up that ground rule double, he's thrown nothing but fastballs. Goes back to it there and gets a strike in the inside corner. This counts now 2-1. Miss outside. It's now 3-1 to Jones. You got Elam at third. Delivered one of 2 doubles for Excel in this inning. Sends that one into play. On the run around the right sideline. Hauls that in for the inning out, but it's now 3-1 as Excel Blue Wave gets a couple doubles in the inning, scoring to make this ball game. We'll be back with more of our Game Rewind.
So yeah, outrage is trending. Our feed's stirring us up, splitting us up. What if we came out from behind our walls and keyboards just for a sec and just go yard, front yard? Come out bagging, jumping, check on that Johnsonville feed. Let our individual flavors blend together. Yes, block nobody, block party. Keep it juicy.
The Windscreen Factory, more than just windscreen. We're a full-service sports facility contractor. We manufacture windscreen for sports and construction, do fence repair and installation, and fabricate field netting and batting cages. In addition to manufacturing the products, we also install upon request. We make safety padding for backstops, rails, and walls, as well as full-service print shop with logo, branding, and signage capabilities. Please call us for a quote today.
3-1 is the lead for USA Prime American over Excel Blue Wave, as we are now on to the bottom of the third inning in this Game Rewind. Cory, McCartney, Grayson, Rosen with you. We're going to see Gavin Michaels, Caleb Trugman, and Jude Patino here for USA Prime American. Alabama commit Evan Malone still on the mound, and he's going to miss with an 86-mile-an-hour fastball inside to start things off to Michaels. Just making sure he is awake to start off this AB.
Yeah, that's always a scary one to see to start off the inning, especially as the batter, to have to turn your head and get your face out of the way. But we'll see what Evan Malone brings for the rest of the at-bat.
He goes back, fastball 87 on the swing and a miss. Just the strike looking, another at 87. It's got a 1-2 count. Malone delivers, sends that one into play. Third baseman's got it. Long throw across the diamond and takes down the speedy Michaels for the ground out to start off the third.
Yeah, great work by Bryce Rivers getting that across the infield pretty fast.
So one down for first baseman Caleb Trugman.
I like that at bat a lot from Malone. Obviously, the opening pitch, a little bit errant, but other than that, just hitting the zone and making guys swing. We saw, in that inning the last time around where he just kind of lost it a little bit. They gave up the 3 runs. He was just missing his spot a lot, and this time seems like he's really just going for the zone.
Trugman sends that back foul. .65", 196-pounder, and out of California. Number 3 at his position in the state at third base, 24th overall. And this off the 71-mile-an-hour breaking ball, runs the count even. Ooh, one of the rare changeups that we've seen from Malone. That is 77. He gets himself a swing and a miss.
Definitely slows things down on him a lot when you think you're going to see that fastball.
Goes back to the fastball, and Trugman sends that foul.
This is good pitch sequences right here from Evan Malone. He started out this at-bat with the low fastball. He goes 2 straight breaking balls, 1 a curveball, 1 a changeup, then brings back the heat with the fastball. You can see how late Trugman was on it.
He's shown him a little bit of everything so far. Malone step off. Yeah, easy to see why he ended up with an Alabama commitment by the end of the summer. Misses on the breaking ball at 72 as that one dives arm side. Or glove side, excuse me. I'm a left-hander, so we always, that's where the inclination's going to be. Sends that one right in front of the center fielder, over top of the shortstop's head for a 1-out single.
That's a good piece of hitting by Caleb Trugman. That one was way on his hands, way down the barrel, and just fought through it and honestly put it in the perfect spot for a hit.
Yes, center fielder couldn't do anything but watch that drop in front of him for the 1-out single. Now here's Drew Patino. Patino delivered the first hit of the game. Out of Sonia Sotomayor High School in Texas. We got it down that time. Fastball misses at 79. Malone gets a swing and the miss on the high heat at 86.
Yeah, it looked like Patino just all the way through on that one was just knowing he was going to swing.
Yep.
A little bit up and inside on him that time.
The count's now 1-1. Got one down. Trugman at first. Montgomery in the on-deck circle. Puts this one into play. Shortstop has it, gathers throws, pulls the first baseman up, but he pulls the ball down to get the out. So now 2 down. Trugman advances the second.
A good heads-up work right there by Gavin Smith at first base.
So Braylon Montgomery with an opportunity here with 2 down. He drew a walk in his first AB.
Certainly a guy for USA Prime you wouldn't mind having up to the plate right now.
It was fastball, 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 fastball in the last AB against him for Malone. We'll see what he does this time as he starts him off with another fastball and another miss, that one at 87. The 1-0. Misses off the breaking ball at 71.
I think that might have been called a strike. I couldn't quite tell. That one missed. I think that moves the count to 2-1. Yeah, we got the signal from our umpire, 2-1.
Okay. Trugman at second base. Swing and a miss. 79. Goes through that fastball. Oh, Malone with the miss outside.
Brings the count full. Interested to see where Malone goes this time. Quite the standoff here before this 3-2
That's right.
pitch.
Puts this one into play. Third baseman Rivers has it, throws in time, and gets the speedy Montgomery to end it. And he will strand a runner at second base. Continues to be a 3-1 lead for USA Prime American. We'll be back with more of our Game Rewind. Silas Brooks out for another inning of work for USA Prime American in our Game Rewind from the National Program Invitational. Will be facing off against Cross Tonsmeyer, Jalen Crocker, and Bryce Rivers for Excel Blue Wave. USA Prime American leads 3-1 here in the fourth. Fastball misses at 77 to start things off against Tonsmeyer. Tonsmeyer puts this one into play. That's going to drop into left center for a leadoff single for Cross.
Yeah, great work right there from the 2024 future gamer.
So there'll be a base runner now for Jalen Crocker, American Christian Academy, another 24 future gamer.
Opening strike for Silas Brooks on this at bat.
And that one at 78. Crocker, second-ranked catcher in Alabama, is 27th overall. Pop times around 193. Lefty trying to keep Tonsmeyer at bay there at first.
I've really liked what I've seen from Silas Brooks in this start.
Yeah.
Really just attacking the zone. Like, you know, we talked about how Evan Malone really lights up the radar gun, high 80s, low 90s, but steals second pretty easily there. But Silas Brooks, he's bringing it in 80 miles per hour with the fastball in the 70s with the off speed, but just really finding the zone really well.
It was a great jump, by the way, with Tonsmeyer. We talked about, Gabriel LaRoque and the credentials for him behind the plate. Didn't necessarily get to show off the arm quite the way I'm sure he wanted to. Sends that one into play. Shortstop gathers, throws. Pulls him off a little bit, but able to haul it in for the out. But the runner, Tonsmeyer, does advance to third. So here's Bryce Rivers. Got a chance to make something happen here. Eat into this lead a little bit more. It's 3-1. Crocker told him something as he walked by. Rivers already has himself a double. Holds off as that just misses in the high inside at 79. The 1-0 from Brooks. Another miss high, and that one at 80. See if he tries to change eye levels here as he stayed a little bit higher in the zone so far against Rivers. He skies this one. Center fielder has it. Runner's taken off for home. And Tonsmeyer gets thrown in before the throw reaches the plate, and it's now 3-2. Nice piece of base running there from Cross Tonsmeyer.
Good work by Excel, just continuing to chip away at that lead.
Now we see Carter Perry. Base is clear, 3-2 game. Set here in the top of the fourth inning. It's now 1-0 to Perry. Another miss inside. It's now 2-0. No, it hits him on the elbow, so we'll have a base runner.
Looks like we're going to get a mound meeting.
Now, Brooks has looked pretty sharp by and large. Looks like that's going to be it for Silas Brooks. So we're going to have a pitching change for USA Prime American as another arm steps onto the mound. We're going to take a quick break, and when we return, we'll tell you more about USA Prime American's new pitcher.
Next. Next. Stop.
You got it?
No. Keep going.
Again.
Next. Next.
If you don't pick one.
Oh, you have time. Am I keeping you from your job? Next. I don't even know where I am anymore. Stop.
Do we finally have it?
Let's go back to the beginning.
Are you
Your
joking?
electric future customized. The fully electric Audi Q4 e-tron.
Making every second count. That is how I live. And this is how I hydrate. Body Armor Sport Water. Water for the athlete in all of us.
This is ready to go online. Any questions?
Yeah, I got one. How about the best network imaginable? Let's invent that.
That's what we do here.
Quick survey. Who wants their internet to work pretty much everywhere?
And it needs to run smooth, like super smooth.
Hey, should you be drinking that?
It's decaf.
Because we're busy women.
We don't have time for lag or buffering. Who doesn't want internet that helps AI do your homework even faster?
Come again?
Sorry, what was that?
Introducing the next generation 10G network, only from Xfinity. The future starts now.
So a pitching change for USA Prime American. We'll now see Andrew Beaverson, who started out as the designated hitter. He'll now step onto the mound, and he's going to be facing off against Brian Martin. Beaverson, Hazel Green High School. You talk about spin. The fastball, 2,300 spin. The curveball, 2,200. The slider, 2,200. This kid absolutely spins it. Runner taking off for second. And that one's going to go nearly past the second baseman, but he does gather that in, and we'll have a runner at second for Martin.
Yeah, good scoop right there at second base to avoid any extra bases for our runner there.
You notice watching our warm-up throws here for Beaverson that the secondary stuff kind of got away from LaRoque a couple times. I think that's going to be something to watch for as this relief outing continues for him. How difficult is that secondary stuff to stop behind the plate? So got Perry at second base. Strike in the outside corner, fastball at 82 to run the count to 2-1.
See what Beaverson has to offer here on 2-1, hoping to just kind of find the zone. Checks his runner back there at second.
Just giving Perry something to think about. Again, the count's now 2-1. Two down in the inning. Martin puts that one into play. Got the center fielder on the run. A nice grab as he's headed towards the warning track, and that'll end the threat for Excel Blue Wave. 3-2 ball game. We'll be back as we continue from the National Program Invitational.
Grilling is an art. Don't forget to add sausage, Picasso. Keep it juicy.
Jump to the jam, boogie woogie jam slam, bust the dialect. I'm the man in command. Come, flow with the sounds of the mighty.
USA Prime American continues to lead 3-2 as we're here in the fourth inning. Evan Malone will return on the mound for Excel Blue Wave. Gabriel LaRoque leading things off for USA Prime American, followed by Ollie Tinkelhoff and new pitcher Andrew Beaverson.
I liked what I saw out of Malone in that third inning. I think after you give up those 3 runs, you're kind of hoping to see a guy bounce back, and that's exactly what he did. So now you come into this fourth inning of work for Evan Malone and just hoping to kind of keep them at bay. You don't want to give up any more runs.
Goes fastball at 86, but that's a miss. There's breaking ball. Puts that in play. Throws it to first. LaRoque trying to show off the speed as he slides into first, but he will be out.
And he was real close. Real close. You don't see that kind of athleticism out of a lot of catchers.
That's pretty impressive stuff for the catcher out of Ontario. And now here is Ollie Tinkelhoff with 1 down.
He's showing off why he's got outfield as his secondary position.
That's
on
right.
His profile.
Jumps on first pitch, sends that in one into left field.
Caught for the
that
out.
was caught for the out. So now very quickly 2 down on 4 pitches for Evan Malone.
This is the kind of inning he's hoping for.
Yeah.
It's been a couple of long innings, some trying times, but just keep rolling and keep holding off the offense here of USA Prime.
So 2 down for Beaverson, who delivered 2 RBI in his first AB, came on in relief to take over for Silas Brooks and got himself an out to strand a runner for Excel.
See what Evan Malone has for his now pitching opponent.
Swing and a miss on the 86-mile-an-hour fastball. Counts now 1-1. One goes back to the fastball at 86, but that's a miss. Now 2-1. Another fastball. Beaverson sends that right back to Malone. He flips it to the first baseman for a very quick inning for the Alabama commit. We back 3-2 is the lead for USA Prime American over Excel Blue Wave. On to the 5th inning in our game rewind here from National Program Invitational. Cory, McCartney, Grayson, Rosen with you is going to be Gavin Smith. We'll start things off against Excel Blue Wave, followed by Cooper Pennington and Hudson Robbins. Saw a ground rule double out of Gavin Smith earlier in the game for the Southern Miss commit.
Excited to see the first full inning of Andrew Beaverson here on the mound. Got the much-needed out to get them out of the 4th inning now into the 5th inning, and just excited to see what we get out of the full 3 outs here.
Counts now 1-1 as he goes breaking ball at 70 and then fastball at 82. He goes back to the breaking ball at 70, and that one just misses at the top of the zone.
Real close. It's a dangerous game throwing breaking balls at the top of the zone, but that one was very close to getting a strike.
Counts 2-1. Well, he gets that for a strike, that at 82. Counts even.
I'm really liking the placement of these pitches by Beaverson.
So he's going breaking ball, fastball, breaking ball, fastball. Let's see what he's got here. He goes changeup at 75 with the swing and a miss and gets himself a strikeout of Gavin Smith to start off the 5th.
That was a beautiful at bat right there for Andrew Beaverson. Just great work up and down, all 5 pitches well executed despite the 2 that missed the zone. It just kept going his way.
Shelby County's Cooper Pennington now at the plate. 2022 junior feature gamer, 24 feature gamer. Watches strike 1 come through at 70 on another breaking ball.
Yeah, sometimes that first pitch breaking ball is a great way to just get your hitter a little bit confused for the rest of the at-bat. Obviously got his eye level changed there, getting the strike on the changeup, but I really like Beaverson's pitch sequences so far.
He's been sprinkling in that changeup, and it's been working for him. He goes fastball on that offering to Pennington, and he sends that back foul, 83 miles an hour. An 0-2 count. Beaverson goes to the breaking ball, but that's going to be ball one. I think he thought he got the strikeout.
Our catcher certainly thought he got the strikeout.
He was ready to go around the horn.
It was real close to catching the edge of the zone, but makes it a 1-2 count.
I don't think I've ever seen a catch.
Yeah, that one doesn't typically happen. You typically, standard practice for a catcher, you wait till you hear that strike free call.
Well, now he gets it. Now he gets to do it for real off the changeup, 75, flashing the Texas Longhorns sign there for 2 outs.
That changeup is a killer at the moment.
That's right. That's working for him pretty well. He's got 2 strikeouts here in the 5th inning off that changeup. Hudson Robbins with 2 down. He misses off the curveball, 71.
He really likes to throw that first pitch curveball to maybe change the eye level of the batter, straight out, and then the last time caught the zone a little bit, that one just a little bit too high. But it's a dangerous game, but I think, a lot of times if you know they're not going to be first pitch swinging, you could get away with it.
It goes fastball here, and that's just over top of Beaverson's glove and just slowed it down enough. Second baseman on the run. Man, what an athletic play.
Great work at
athletic
first.
play at athletic play at second, athletic play at first, and that will end the inning. Nice job there from Andrew Beaverton and the USA Prime American defense. They continue to lead 3-2. We'll be back with our game rewind.
Where's it written? Only grill burgers? Nowhere. That's where. Now throw on some sausage. And keep it juicy.
Boogie woogie jam slam, bust the dialect. I'm the man in command. Come, flow with the sounds of the mighty mic.
It'll be number 9 hitter Jackson Gilbert to lead things off for USA Prime American here in the 5th inning. Brody Wellborn and Gavin Michaels to follow. Evan Malone back out there for Excel Blue Wave on the mound. The Alabama commit has been awfully impressive.
Yeah, Malone got Gilbert swinging his first time up. This time he puts one on the ground on the first pitch.
Yeah, shortstop has it, gathers throws for the first out.
A little bit more quick work from Evan Malone.
You had Mason Elam on the run, but able to mow him down for the out. Here's Brody Wellborn, top of the order now for USA Prime American. They're up 3-2. Fastball has him looking at 85 for the first strike.
Very straight up stance in the box here.
That's right. Goes back to the fastball. That one misses outside at 86. Swings through that. Just barely got a piece of it. The count's now 1-2. Wellborn, then Michaels, already one down. Wellborn gets that just past Malone, second baseman, gathers those for the second out.
Seen some great work in the infield from both sides
of
this game.
So Mason Elam, the great throw, and then Rice Jones follows. Now 2 down for Gavin Michaels.
Now 7 straight batters out by Evan Malone. Just doing a great job bouncing back after a bit of a shaky second inning that gave up those runs.
Starts Michaels off with ball 1, 79-mile-an-hour breaking ball. Goes fastball, skies that one. Who's got it? Center fielder has it, and that's going to be a quick inning for Evan Malone and Excel Blue Wave. 3-2 continues to be the lead for USA Prime American. We'll be back with our National Program Invitational Game Rewind.
At Academy Sports and Outdoors, you'll always find more fun with great brands at the best prices. More of this, and this. So you can get together for a little of that, and a lot more of that. And even some of that, and that's good. Have more fun with great brands at the best prices. Only at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
USA Prime American up 3-2 over Excel Blue Wave in this game. Rewind from the National Program Invitational. Andrew Beaverson back on the mound for USA Prime American. He's facing the top of the order, Mason Elam, followed by Rice Jones and Cross Tonsmeyer for Excel Blue Wave. Goes fastball strike looking to start off things against Elam.
Yeah, now we're into the top of the 6th. You're down 1 run. If you're Excel Blue Wave, you're just looking to get something going here. It's crunch time now.
Counts 1-1 as that changeup at 74 misses. We've seen that pitch be so effective for Beaverson. Fastball sends that one into play. Left fielder cuts in front of the center fielder and able to make that catch.
Yeah, good work committing to the ball over your hats.
They both lost their hats.
Yeah, that's maybe we had a gust of wind, maybe,
yeah,
or they
something.
were just running that hard.
Maybe they were creating the wind as they went past one another, but able to make the catch in left field as Jackson Gilbert gets the out. It's Rice Jones. One down. Back-to-back changeups in which he's thrown for balls. Miss high on the fastball. It's now 2-0. Jones absolutely rips that one. Man, that's got him on the run. That's off the wall. Rice Jones going to be standing at second base. Man, what a well-struck ball on a 2-0 count from Rice Jones. And the Spain Park 2026 got himself standing at second base with a one-out double.
Yeah, that one looked like it was heading for the umpire parking.
I think your car might have been back over there somewhere.
I hope not. Well, I'm glad it didn't get over. Hit right at the base of the wall, but fantastic work right there by Jones, just putting a ride on that one.
So cross Tonsmeyer, chance to cash in with a runner in scoring position. USA Prime American up 3-2 here in the sixth. Beaverton misses with the fastball. Crocker in the on-deck circle.
Interesting move by Jones, just holding his elbow guard in his hand at second base.
Rips the 1-0 to the shortstop. Gathers, throws, nearly got him double back at second base, but nice job of getting back there for Rice Jones.
Glad he bailed on his elbow guard there. See it sitting next to
That's
second
right.
base right now.
We're having some loss of equipment issues here in the sixth inning. So Tonsmeyer with the line out. So there's now two down for Crocker.
The runner in scoring position, if you're Crocker, you just want to be patient here and hopefully get one to give a ride or even just get on base.
Well, that got away from LaRoque.
That was a fantastic jump right there by Jones.
So Jones now standing at third base. Yeah, a lot went his way there. You had a breaking ball at 69 miles an hour that he got a great jump on, and LaRoque just missed it off the transfer as it jumped out of his glove. So Rice Jones now standing at third. Swing and a miss on the changeup from Beaverton.
That changeup just continues to be maybe the most effective pitch in his arsenal.
Yeah. Yeah, Beaverson looking really confident with that pitch. He goes back to it, but he's going to spike it.
I think he was maybe just trying to see if he'd bite on it.
Yeah. So counts now 1-2. You got Rice Jones at third base, 3-2 game. Ropes that into left field, and Rice Jones is going to score. We've got ourselves a tie ball game here, 3-3 in the sixth as Crocker comes through to score Rice Jones and tie things up.
Yeah, this has just been great work all the way throughout this game. You go down 3-0, and then you just keep tacking them on, slowly getting back into it, and all of a sudden you got a tie ball game here in the top of the sixth. So we got a mound meeting here for Beaverson and USA Prime. We'll see if Coach keeps him in.
Yeah, last time we saw him come out, Brooks was removed on the first visit, and looks like it's going to be the same things for Beaverson. So he's going to exit. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll tell you about our new pitcher when we return.
Next. Next. Stop.
You got it?
No. Keep going.
Again.
Next. Next.
If you don't pick one.
Oh, you have time. Am I keeping you from your job? Next. I don't even know where I am anymore. Stop.
Do we finally have it?
Let's go back to the beginning.
Are you
Your
joking?
electric future customized. The fully electric Audi Q4 e-tron.
Making every second count. That is how I live. And this is how I hydrate. Body Armor Sport Water. Water for the athlete in all of us.
This is ready to go online. Any questions?
Yeah, I got one. How about the best network imaginable? Let's invent that.
That's what we do here.
Quick survey. Who wants their internet to work pretty much everywhere?
And it needs to run smooth, like super smooth.
Hey, should you be drinking that?
It's decaf.
Because we're busy women.
We don't have time for lag or buffering. Who doesn't want internet that helps AI do your homework even faster?
Come again?
Sorry, what was that?
Introducing the next generation 10G network, only from Xfinity. The future starts now.
Out steps Andrew Beaverson and in steps Cameron Nunez on the mound for USA Prime American. We've got a 3-3 tie here in the 6th inning. Bryce Rivers, who's got himself a double and a sacrifice, now steps up to the plate.
And Nunez coming in the same spot that Beaverson came into. It was 2 outs, and they'd just given up a run. 2 outs, he comes in, needs to just get an out, and then had an inning to himself. Now Beaverson's the one who got to 2 outs, gets pulled from the game, and in steps Cameron Nunez to hopefully get the final out of this inning.
Well, he starts Rivers off with ball 1. Runners taking off for second. The throw from LaRoque. They got him. Nice job behind the plate from LaRoque to end the threat. But we've got a tie game. We'll be back with our game rewind from the National Program Invitational.
Grilling is an art. Don't forget to add sausage, Picasso. Keep it juicy.
Jump to the jam, boogie woogie jam slam, bust the dialect. I'm the man in command. Come, flow with the sounds of the mighty.
All tied up at 3-3. Caleb Trugman will lead things off for USA Prime American. Evan Malone returns for another inning of work for Excel Blue Wave. And this our game rewind from the National Program Invitational. Cory, McCartney, Grayson, Rosen with you. We're going to see Trugman followed by Jude Patino and Braylon Montgomery.
Yeah, Trugman's last time up, we saw him a well hit off the hands, a single into center field. So looking to get things started now in a tie ball game.
86-mile-an-hour fastball leads things off for ball 1. Goes back to the fastball. That one at 86 again.
We've seen Malone making quick work of his innings and trying to do the same right here in the 6th.
Trugman fouls that back to the padding. Counts now 1-2. Malone been a workhorse in this outing for Excel Blue Wave, Alabama commit, Northridge High School.
Oh, he missed that. I thought he had fouled it off, but he missed it on the strike.
Yeah, that was a little hard to follow. Did look like he swung through it, but he's now gets himself the strikeout, but he's going to be standing at first base. So technically a drop third, so another strikeout for Evan Malone, but Caleb Trugman's going to find himself standing at first base to start off the inning for USA Prime American.
Yeah, I thought for sure that was fouled off, but good work by Trugman, just knowing that got passed immediately and storming down the first baseline.
So runner on for Jude Patino. Patino with the first hit of the game for either side. Shows bunt. It's got to almost like duck out of the way.
You almost wonder why he didn't pull the bunt back.
Yeah.
Guess the instincts is protect your face first and then worry about the bat.
That's right.
Got somebody behind the plate tapping their head and
maybe he's showing him the
belly.
signals for later on when they play. You know, if the right hand's on the head and I rub my belly, then it's steal. If the left hand's on, then that's take.
Nobody's going to steal your signs. That's a
right.
difficult task to do.
So 0-1's the count. Swings through that one and make it 0-2. Caleb Trugman at first base. We got a 3-3 game. Trugman reaching off a drop third. Sixth inning of work for Evan Malone on the mound for Excel Blue Wave. So good we have to see it twice as that one's headed into left field for a base hit. Trugman advances to second.
This is a great start to the inning here for USA Prime. You start off and Trugman kind of bails himself out by reaching on the drop third, and then Patino just has a pretty strong at bat there and lines one out into the outfield for a single.
Have a mound visit here as Braylon Montgomery's stepping up to the plate.
We've talked about how Montgomery's as threatening as they come to face here, especially late in a game, 2 runners on base, no outs. You're certainly going to want to play your cards right with Braylon Montgomery coming to the plate.
Yeah, 3-3 game. Saw USA Prime American jump out to a 3-0 lead in the second inning. Two of those runs coming off the bat of Andrew Beaverson. We saw another run score off of a wild pitch. But Excel Blue Wave has inched their way back into this one, and they were able to tie things up in the top of the 6th. Malone is going to continue. And in steps Montgomery, the Oklahoma commit, again out of Walker High School in Louisiana. 58th ranked outfielder in the nation, showing bunt.
And immediately calling time. I don't know if I've seen that very much.
I guess something in his eye.
Yeah, it looked like he had something in his eye, so not gonna gripe on him for that one.
Skies that breaking ball foul. It's got everybody on the run. Runners at first and second. There's nobody out here in the 6th. Montgomery shows bunt again. Didn't pull it back, though, so that's in for a strike. Or he pulls it back, and that's in for a strike. So now 0-2. Runners at first and second. We got a 3-3 game here in the 6th. Malone delivers. And that's going to miss glove side. Now 1-2.
I think Malone just kind of needs to reel back in the composure here. Obviously, you've given up the 2 base runners, but still a tie ball game. You still got the power in your hand.
He goes breaking ball, breaking ball, breaking ball to Montgomery. Now he goes fastball and gets a swing and a miss for a big strikeout as he sends the Oklahoma commit down on strikes.
There you go. There's a future SEC matchup right there. Alabama takes down Oklahoma.
Yeah, it's going to take me a while to get used to calling Oklahoma an SEC school.
It's already weird just with the college football season.
1 out as Gabriel LaRoque steps in. Saw LaRoque show off the arm behind the plate. in the last half an inning for Excel Blue Wave. That fastball misses well outside for ball one.
A good stop there behind the plate by his catching counterpart, Jalen Crocker.
Ooh, swing and a miss on the high heat from Evan Malone. We saw him go breaking ball heavy against Montgomery. He's thrown 2 straight fastballs here to start off things against LaRoque.
Yeah, LaRoque was hoping to catch a piece of that one with that kind of swing.
Another swing, another miss, and the count is now 1-2. Fastball heavy diet here for the Ontario catcher.
See what Malone brings him now with a 1-2 count.
This one's in play. It's skied. Who's got it? Crocker does, and it's going to be a second out as he gets his counterpart, excuse me, gets him a pat on the hand as he goes past. So now 2 down as we saw a strikeout of Montgomery and the pop out to LaRoque. Runners at first and second.
Good work right now by Malone to just work back into this inning and find themselves now with 2 outs. But great work behind the plate in that at bat by Crocker, stopping the one from getting past you. Then you don't set up 2 guys and runners in scoring position, and then you catch that pop up to end the at bat for, like you mentioned, his catching counterpart.
Yeah, I think after Trugman reaches on that drop third, he probably decided he's going to take matters into his own hands a little bit here. So it's now 2 down for Ollie Tingelhoff, runners at first and second.
See if Malone kind of just sticks to the fastball here because it's working, or maybe tries to ease back in that off speed.
He does go fastball 85, gets a swing and a miss to start things off.
Yeah, that's the heat you're looking for to start off the inning, or start off the at bat.
Holden's pretty steady around that 87, 85 range.
Yeah, start off the game in like the 90s, but now getting into your 6th inning of work, not too bad to still be hitting up there at around 86.
Gets a strike while Tingelhoff watches that one go past. So 0-2. Goes back to the fastball. He sends that one down the left side, and that is going to be foul. Runners will retreat.
It's a well-hit foul ball right there. One that you go back into the box and you just wish you were just a second earlier on. Comes Malone's 91st pitch of the outing.
He's got an 0-2 count against Tingelhoff. Runners at first and second. Looking to get out of this inning. Keep this thing tied at 3-3. A workhorse-like effort for Malone. I hit him on the foot. So now the bases are going to be loaded. Had an 0-2 count on Tingelhoff, and
that is a huge spot to have just a small slip-up like that, and all of a sudden it kind of changes the course of this game when you look at it. 2 outs, now bases loaded. It really changes the day, and seeing the coach come out for the second time this inning, which means Evan Malone's day will end at 6.2 innings.
So Andrew Beaverson at the plate, and we'll see who's going to take over on the mound for Excel Blue Wave. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll tell you about their new arm.
So yeah, outrage is trending. Our feed's stirring us up, splitting us up. What if we came out from behind our walls and keyboards just for a sec and just go yard, front yard? Come out bagging, jumping, check on that Johnsonville feed. Let our individual flavors blend together. Yes, block nobody, block party. Keep it juicy.
Boogie, woogie, jam, slam, bust the dialect,
The Windscreen Factory, more than just windscreen. We're a full-service sports facility contractor. We manufacture windscreen for sports and construction, do fence repair and installation, and fabricate field netting and batting cages. In addition to manufacturing the products, we also install upon request. We make safety padding for backstops, rails, and walls, as well as full-service print shop with logo, branding, and signage capabilities. Please call us for a quote today.
So Rice Jones slides over from second base, and he'll take over for Evan Malone on the mound for Excel Blue Wave. 3-3 ball game. He's going to be facing off against Andrew Beaverson. With 2 down.
Yeah, 2 outs, bases loaded is a tough spot to come into, especially trying to preserve the tie that you've got right now in this game and head into the 7th inning. Rice Jones in a tough spot here facing Beaverson.
Jones, we've got him with a fastball around 81 as he's going to miss high there at 81. Runner's going to take off on the wild pitch, and he's going to score. So now we've got a USA Prime American lead of 4-3 off the wild pitch.
It's got to be difficult. You just make the pitching change, and you kind of hope that it brings a bit of a breath of fresh air for Excel Blue Wave, and just an errant throw, and all of a sudden you lose the tie that you had, and now you're going to be fighting from behind heading into the 7th inning.
Another miss, and he's now got a 3-0 count against Beaverson, and I'm sure Rice Jones kicking himself a little bit there as that wild pitch allowed a go-ahead run to score for USA Prime American, and he's going to walk Beaverson on 4 straight pitches. So the bases are loaded again, and here comes Jackson Gilbert. It's the number 9 hitter, so you've got the top of the order looming with Brody Wellborn. Yet to see a strike thrown from Jones. He gets it there on the changeup at 76.
It last at bat for Gilbert. First pitch swing and grounded out. So see what he's got here to offer. Maybe extend the lead for USA Prime.
Bases loaded with 2 down, and strike looking for Gilbert off the breaking ball at 76. And Gilbert steps out. Yeah, tough way for Jones to step into this game. Second pitch, and you end up with a wild pitch that scores the go-ahead run. That miss now makes it 1-2. Especially the way that Evan Malone pitched for so much of this game, really keeping things tight. Man, he looked fantastic, and unfortunately that hit by pitch changes everything. As that one's kind of just knocked off, throw it back to first. Nice job. What a fantastic play from Rice Jones, man. That looked like something he would have delivered earlier in the game at second base, but man, fantastic job for him to get the out at first base and deny USA Prime American another run, but nonetheless, they have taken a 4-3 lead. We'll be back from our game rewind.
Next. Next. Stop.
You got it?
No. Keep going.
Again.
Next. Next.
If you don't pick one.
Oh, you have time. Am I keeping you from your job? Next. I don't even know where I am anymore. Stop.
Do we finally have it?
Let's go back to the beginning.
Are you
Your
joking?
electric future customized. The fully electric Audi Q4 e-tron.
Making every second count. That is how I live. And this is how I hydrate. Body Armor Sport Water. Water for the athlete in all of us.
This is ready to go online. Any questions?
Yeah, I got one. How about the best network imaginable? Let's invent that.
That's what we do here.
Quick survey. Who wants their internet to work pretty much everywhere?
And it needs to run smooth, like super smooth.
Hey, should you be drinking that?
It's decaf.
Because we're busy women.
We don't have time for lag or buffering. Who doesn't want internet that helps AI do your homework even faster?
Come again?
Sorry, what was that?
Introducing the next generation 10G network, only from Xfinity. The future starts now.
USA Prime American with a 4-3 lead here in the 7th inning, and they'll turn things over on the mound to Brady Wellborn out of IMG Academy, and Bryce Rivers, whose last AB ended off a runner getting caught at second base off a throw from Gabriel LaRoque, is going to continue his opportunity here and see if he can get things started for Excel Blue Wave. He's got a double as well as a sacrifice fly RBI. They need him to get going here to start off the 7th. Watches the first pitch from Wellborn for a strike.
Interestingly enough, Cameron Nunez, who came in at the end of the 6th inning, didn't finish a full at bat. They had the throwdown on the second pitch he threw that got him out of the inning, and then he got replaced. So Brady Wellborn steps in with Cameron Nunez not even finishing his at bat with Rivers.
So 1-1 count off the fastball and the breaking ball against Rivers. Wellborn, 5'10", 155-pounder, delivers, skies that one. Right fielder camps underneath it, and he has it for the first out. So they get Bryce Rivers, to fly out for the first out. Brody Wellborn on the mound.
Now just 2 outs for USA Prime to capture a victory.
Yeah, they took the lead off of a wild pitch, off of 2 pitches into a pitching change for Excel Blue Wave after a well-pitched game from Evan Malone. Now we'll see Carter Perry with 1 down. First pitch jumps on it, sends it to second base, gathers throws in time for the second out. Excel Blue Wave now down to their last out as they trail 4-3. All comes down to Brian Martin. Brian Martin, St. Paul Episcopal left fielder, although he's ranked as a second baseman in Alabama, 3rd in the state in 26, 53rd overall. A 22 feature gamer looking to try to get something started here with 2 down, and see a miss from Wellborn to start off this AB. That one at 80 miles an hour. Skies that fastball, 80 foul.
See what Wellborn brings out here for his potential final at bat of this game. Just need an out, so you're not really too worried about trying to get a strikeout. Just make him do something.
Another fastball, another miss. Every pitch he's thrown aside from one has been a fastball, so not trying to do anything too fancy out there. See what he has in store here for the 2-1, excuse me, swing and a miss. He's now got Martin down to his last strike.
He's picked up the velo quite a bit in this at bat, getting it up into 85, 84 on the last 2 pitches, respectively.
He's got Martin down to his last strike as he tries to lock up this win for USA Prime American. Miss, now going to run the count full.
Full count, 2 outs. This is the spot that a lot of baseball players think about. Not a tie ball game, but you still got a chance to make something happen.
Well, Martin skies it. Wellborn, he thinks it's already over with. He's on his way down. The center fielder has it, and USA Prime American holds on. They win 4-3 in this pool play game from the National Program Invitational. So nice job by them from fighting back and being able to take that lead. Grayson, when you look at this game, I think the big takeaways for me was that Evan Malone pitched one heck of a game and kind of watched things get away from him at the end, but USA Prime American able to get that early lead and then come back and find a way when it mattered most to take it again.
Yeah, a lot of teams, a lot of times we see them struggle. When you get a lead early, can you hold on? And we saw Excel Blue Wave do a great job playing from behind in this game. You get one run in 2 consecutive innings, and then they come back out in the 6th. They tie it up 3-3. Unfortunately, it gets away from you there at the end, but you're right. Evan Malone looked phenomenal throughout this game. The pitching staff for USA Prime American all showed up in the moments that they needed to and got big outs. I think my favorite thing that I saw in this game, was great defense. We didn't see, a bad drop in the outfield or, mishap in the infield or anything. It was really just if you got hits, you really earned it in this game, and the defenses really showed up.
Yeah, Evan Malone goes 5 2/3, allows 4 hits, unfortunately, 4 earned runs. That last one off that wild pitch does end up getting credited to him. Strikes out 5 batters. Meanwhile, I thought Andrew Beaverson really stood out for USA Prime American. His first AB, he comes through with 2 RBI off the single, and then when they needed him to step up after Silas Brooks, he throws 2 innings, gets a couple strikeouts. Thought the changeup from him was a really special
Lights
pitch.
out.
So, yeah, just an absolutely fantastic game from him. But the final score is 4-3. USA Prime American gets the win over Excel Blue Wave National. So what ends up being a big pool play victory for them during the National Program Invitational. So make sure as we get going all winter long, this is just the start of our game rewind, so you want to stick with us. Make sure you follow the Lake Point Sports social channels for so much great content as we'll continue to pump that out from across campus. If there's a game maybe you'd like to see in these game rewinds, you can tell us in the comments section, as we'll be looking to do these all winter long as we take you up until around the Valentine's Day mark. Here we'll have the Georgia Dugout Club tournament back here on campus. So until then, for Grayson, Rosen, and producer Maddie Bullock, I'm Cory McCartney, and for now, we're signing off from Lake Point Sports.